House of the Dragon just gave Rhaenyra everything she's fought for, and turned her into someone we might not recognize. Episode 2 is the fall of King's Landing. She finally takes the Iron Throne, but she has to cut a man's head off to do it, with her own hands. Aemond sacks Harrenhal and pays a brutal price. And a war that looked almost won just cracked wide open. So let's break down everything that happened, dig into who's really pulling the strings, and I'll give you my honest predictions for episode 3, which drops tonight and finally introduces a character we haven't seen in 4 years. Welcome back to Beyond the Recap. Quick heads up. Show watchers, you're safe. I'll flag any book stuff before I say it. And real quick, last week I predicted the fall of King's Landing and a house-strong death. Both happened, so let's see how tonight goes. Okay, episode 2. We pick up in the ashes of the Battle of the Gullet. The Blacks won, but it cost Rhaenyra her heir, Jace, and it was Rhaena's out-of-control dragon that helped bring him down. And Rhaena knows it. Racked with guilt, she flees to the Vale and begs Lady Jane Arryn for shelter. I have done a terrible thing. Jane refuses, until Rhaena plays the only card she has left, a dragon. Suddenly the Vale is very willing to look the other way. Meanwhile the old sea snake, Corlys, is dragged half-drowned from the sea, and after losing his fleet and his castle at high tide, he realizes the only thing he has left to give his bastard sons, his name, is more than enough. It's a quiet, human open, grief and guilt, before everything explodes. Then we go to Harrenhal, where Aemond makes the dumbest mistake of the whole war. He flies Vhagar in expecting a fight with Daemon, but Daemon's gone. All that's left is old Simon Strong and his family, eating dinner, no threat to anyone. Aemond could have taken the castle without lifting a finger. Instead his ego takes over, and he stabs the unarmed old man to death. Big mistake. Simon's sons attack, and one of them buries a knife in Aemond's back before he dies. Now the most feared prince in Westeros is bleeding out, crawling to a woman named Alys Rivers, begging her to save his life. And here's what most viewers miss. Alys is the most dangerous person in that room. She's the Witch of Harrenhal. She can see the future. Last season she told Daemon, "You will die in this place," and drugged him into visions he couldn't escape. Now an injured Aemond is completely in her hands. Book readers know their story is just getting started. And why did House Strong just get wiped out? Harrenhal is cursed. Every family that's ever held it has been destroyed, ever since Aegon the Conqueror burned it. House Strong is just the latest name on a very long list. Now, King's Landing. This is the payoff of the deal Alicent and Rhaenyra struck last season. Alicent opens the city, lets Rhaenyra take the throne with minimal blood, and in return she and her daughter walk free. And Alicent keeps her word, she gets the city's guards to stand down. Rhaenyra and Daemon fly in, the gates open, Daemon's old comrades in the city watch turn to their side, and the few Kingsguard who resist, Daemon cuts down like they're nothing. And then, the throne room. Empty. The Iron Throne, right there, after 2 seasons of war. Rhaenyra reaches out to touch it. This should be her triumph. It is not. Because Daemon stops her. A queen, he says, can't just take the throne. She has to prove she'll destroy anyone who stands against her. She needs to execute the usurper, Aegon, but Aegon fled. So they haul up a prisoner nobody knew was alive. Otto Hightower, Alicent's father, the man who arguably started this whole war, secretly rotting in the dungeons this entire time, left behind by Larys Strong as a gift. Daemon puts his sword in her hand. They're watching, he says. If you wish to rule, show them you do not waver. And she does it herself. This is the moment. Rhaenyra, who spent 2 seasons as the one who didn't want to burn the world down, brings the sword down on an unarmed old man. Crying, shaking, it takes her 2 swings to take his head. Then she steps through his blood and sits the Iron Throne. If that gave you Daenerys flashbacks, yeah, it's the first time we've watched Rhaenyra kill with her own hands. It's the exact moment the hero starts turning into something colder. And the show saves the worst for last. Just as Rhaenyra sits, guards drag in Alicent and Helena, caught trying to flee. Alicent looks down and sees her father's headless body on the floor, and her oldest friend on the throne above him. She did everything right, she kept her word, she handed over the city to spare bloodshed, and got her father's execution in return. That fragile truce they built last season? Dead, and the whole war just got personal again. Cut to black. Now zoom out, because most people are missing the bigger picture. Rhaenyra keeps saying she has to justify her father's faith. What faith? Viserys passed her a secret every Targaryen king has carried since Aegon the Conqueror, a prophecy called the Song of Ice and Fire. Aegon dreamed of a darkness coming from the north to end the world, and believed only a Targaryen on the Iron Throne could unite the realm in time to stop it. That's the real reason the throne matters, it was never supposed to be about power. And here's the tragedy playing out in front of us. This entire war is the Targaryens tearing each other apart, and killing their own dragons, over a throne that was meant to save the world. Those dragons dying at the Gullet? That's the beginning of the end. Dragons go extinct within a few generations, and don't come back until a girl named Daenerys, 150 years later. Every death in this war chips away at the one weapon that was supposed to matter. They've forgotten why they're even fighting. I've got full breakdowns on the prophecy and on Alys Rivers over on the channel. But hold on to this, because it's the thread connecting all of this straight to Game of Thrones. So, Episode 3, tonight, here's what the trailer shows, and where I think it's going. First, Rhaenyra as queen, and it will not be smooth. The preview has her vowing to rule like her father, but Daemon warns her, and I'm quoting, "You may not rule and remain yourself. A door must shut." She fires back, "I dispute that I must become what I am not." That's the whole episode, Rhaenyra fighting to stay the hero while everyone tells her the crown will make her a tyrant. My prediction, she loses that fight. Expect more traitors punished, more heads, and Alicent forced to watch her friend curdle into the exact thing they feared. Second, and this is the big one, the trailer finally introduces Daeron Targaryen. If the name means nothing to you, that's the point. He's the fourth Hightower sibling, Aegon and Aemond's youngest brother, and he has never appeared on this show since it began in 2022. He's been in Aldtown this whole time, and now he's riding into the war on his blue dragon, Tessarion, with his cousin Aemond Hightower's army, 15,000 fresh troops. And Daemon tells Rhaenyra flat out, Daeron's a claimant to the throne. You're going to have to kill him. So just as Rhaenyra thinks she's won, a whole new green army, with a whole new dragon, is marching on her. One thing to watch. A lot of fans think the Daeron in the trailer is a decoy, that the Greens are hiding the real one. Keep an eye on that. In the background, Aemond's recovering at Harrenhal with Alys, Criston Cole's army is marching there, and, fun fact, this is the 100th episode in the entire Game of Thrones universe, so expect HBO to make it hurt. My bold call for tonight, Rhaenyra's reign starts cracking faster than she expects, and Daeron plus a fourth dragon completely resets the board. This war isn't ending, it's escalating. If I'm right, come back next week and let's break down episode 3 together. I cover every single episode, every Sunday, the recap, the lore, and the predictions. So do me one favor. Subscribe, so you're here when the next big one drops. Ravens, recaps, and hot takes, I'll see you after episode 3.